life's not fair, and karma does exist. If you realize these two things and apply them consistently, things will start making a lot more sense to you on this planet. And if you do believe that life is fair, and you don't believe in karma, then guess what? You got everything wrong. The reality is, without realizing that life is unfair, we are going to go about pursuing life in an inefficient manner. Period. It turns out that we are each given our strengths, our weaknesses, our environments, oftentimes without a choice. With that information, what we decide to do is everything, right? We can eventually end up building up the skill set or end up mitigating some of our deficiencies by true tried practice. But the reality is, there are going to be things in life that come up that aren't fair. There was a classic case of when I was taking a philosophy class in college. Is God a just being, I suppose? And the philosopher said, well, is a baby deer burning in a forest something that a just God would allow to happen? If they know, or if he or she or it knows what's going on in this world, why would it allow something that has done absolutely nothing to perish? The only conclusion is that life is not fair. It's something I had to discover through trial and error. Being a compassionate person, being someone that's committed, genuinely committed to making people feel respected and feel like individual souls. It took me a long time to realize this, and this is why I decided to make a video on it, because it is something that is so hard to swallow. It's a pill that needs to be taken in order for us to more efficiently live life. Fairness doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's a chaotic system. You have to realize that. Just based on your experiences, just think about your life, right? Just think about the fact that you, first of all, did not choose to be born, right? Second of all, you were born into a completely isolated situation where you did not have a choice. And then the way that you look, the way that you speak, your name, everything, in essence, is random, right? And it's not fair, right? Like, someone can have a bogus ass name and have to live their entire life with that. And if you're that person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What does it matter? At the end of the day, you still have to live. You still have to find satisfaction and joy with the chaos that you are given, that is innately a part of you. So, believing that life is fair is not rational. Because that is to say that life is not equitable, right? So everyone that is suffering in some sort of way or deficient in some manner in our society does not necessarily have the tools and the resources to help them stand up to the level of someone that doesn't have those deficiencies, those resources, those lack of resources. And that's just how it is. That's how it's always going to be. But the human moral conscience demands that we try to put a solution to this. Deep down inside of us, inside of each of us, we believe that people should have a fair shot. That's why democracy exists as a form of governing people, right? That's why part of Islam, part of every religion is charity, right? Because the people that are less fortunate, we want to see them survive. We want to see them thrive. We want to see them happy because they're human beings. For some reason, most of us don't hold that same regard for our natural brethren, our animals outside, our trees, our earth. We'll get there. I think that's going to be a spiritual thing. But that does not diminish the fact that thought exists and is something that is part of almost every single moral guideline that humans have ever set for a society, including religion, which might be a controversial take, but so be it. The reality is, Because the world is not fair, we have our morals. We have to have that. It makes us feel good. And it's not to say that we are alone in that. I believe that nature in general tries to bring things into balance, tries to make things more equitable and fair for everything. I think that is an innate part of nature, to try to balance the chaos of the universe. Now, life is not fair. The second part, karma. Do you believe in karma? For those of you who do, cheers. Same here. Hopefully you've had the joy of experiencing something beautiful that came to you out of nowhere. A beautiful conversation, a beautiful person, a beautiful experience that just out of the blue materialized, and you metaphorically fell on your knees and were incredibly grateful and wondered why in the hell, why in this beautiful planet you deserve such a thing like this. Karma exists. I see it as ripples. Our souls have the ability to affect ripples into the world around us. A lot of my videos are kind of on this belief. The Secret, whoever has watched a movie like that, or abundance mindset, or growth mindset, or any of the various terms that inspire people in life, come down to essentially a karmic approach, right? The smartest business people on the planet believe in karma. You know why? Because it works. Because it works. The most efficient strategy to live your life is to be as kind and as just as possible. Because when you do that, kind people and people that are not so kind come out of the woodworks and think to themselves, what in the world? Who is this person? And with attention, you get some dividends, you see. Give great things into the world, and I guarantee you great things will happen to you. Period. In business, there is a tremendous strategy, something that I have loved to learn about recently in my pursuit of attempting to become an entrepreneur. There is tremendous benefit from over-serving, from over-delivering, right? Someone says to you, hey, I'll give you my attention, and you give them one of the most valuable pieces of knowledge that you have. What are they gonna say? First of all, it's probably gonna be amazing, right? They're gonna be like, oh my God, walk away from that experience having a completely different mindset about life. But second of all, they're gonna think, what else can I get from this person? Right? What can I give this person to get something back, something more back? Some will feel like, what can I give this person just to make up for what they gave me? The reality is, most of us view life that way. We are turning more and more into a exchange-based society where we're more tit for tat. Oh, you do this for me, I do that for you. Now, is that the right way to be? I don't know. But every person deserves to be treated a certain way, and you know how you deserve to be treated. So be it. Karma matters. Karma has always mattered. It is part of the spiritual approach, I believe, that is required in order to live a satisfying life to some degree. How is it that we can go about smiling in light of terrible circumstances, in light of seeing so much in the world? How is it that we find time and the resources to give, even though many have not given to us? It is a deep desire of ours to see everything prosper. Oftentimes, though, if we cannot allow ourselves to prosper, we project that onto the world. For instance, if we don't believe that doing good things for us is showing ourselves love, or in other words, if we don't consistently go out of our way to help our future selves, then oftentimes we don't even know what it means to help other people. Karma starts with you. Do the dishes. wash your clothes, go to sleep at the right time. That's how you show yourself love. And when you start doing these types of things, you realize how easy it is to give to others and how easy it is to get the most out of this world. I talk a lot more about these types of things in my videos, but this one in particular, your purpose matters in life. How do you find that? How do you care deeply about every moment that you go through? Talk about it over here. I'll see you over there. And remember, actualize your potential. We need you.